So here we are, we're 1 day away from completion, Jamie?
That's right. 1 day as far as the installation of the geotubes themselves, yep.
All right, so what have we got behind us? Explain that to us.
So you can see the third tier on top here, you can see the second tier below it, and then the first tier, the third tier, depending on how we talk about it, is buried. And so you can't see that. That buggy down there is kind of parked on the leading edge of the lowest tier.
Okay. And these are all going to get covered?
They all get covered with the sand template, sort of the way we can see here. We'll push it up over this guy, back to the bank, so we call it a bench or a platform. That'll return back to the face of the bluff, and that'll be it. It'll look a little bit like a coastal dune. That'll turn into a coastal bluff.
You'll still see this top one though?
Nope,
now.
That'll be covered.
Completely covered.
And come back in a week and this whole thing will be covered with sand. Part of the ongoing maintenance of this, we're going to deliver 22 cubic yards per lineal foot. And so there's 900 lineal feet. It's just a hair under 20,000 cubic yards annually. And that'll keep these things covered pretty much all the time.
And how often do we have to do that?
Well, the idea is that I think throughout the summer you don't have a lot of storm activities, so I think it'll pretty much stay in place throughout the summer, and then you get into the winter, you can have some storm events, and we will actively nourish before and after those storm events.
Okay, so on a storm event, and is it just the tips, or is it? The
ends are gonna, are gonna be spots that we spend particular or pay particular attention to, and then wind and rain and all that may uncover some of the tubes or may have some effects on the template, and we'll maintain that as well.
How do you maintain them? Do you have to keep a tractor down here? Or?
Well, we'll deliver the sand from the top. Once this bluff is vegetated, we won't want to dump sand over the way we're doing it now with these conveyors. We'll want to dump into 3-foot ADS pipes and kind of get it down over the face of the bluff without disturbing the vegetation. Once it's down here on top of the template, then we can push it around with some machines.
Okay, and do you have to keep a machine down here?
No, we'll bring it out as needed.
Is that seems a lot of work, though? It seems.
Well, I mean, hopefully it's not all that often. If you have a big storm season, it's going to be more than 4
or 5 storms a season.
That was last year.
Yeah.
Some years you may only have 1 or 2.
4 or 5 times a year you'll bring a crane down here.
No, not a crane. It'll be a bulldozer, or it'll be a skid steer or something of that nature.
Okay. All right. So the cost of this.
So construction is $2 million.
Okay. All right. And then the cost of maintaining. Do we have any idea what that might cost?
The maintenance, that I haven't spent a ton of time thinking about that. We know the cost of sand certainly. It's about $27 a yard in the volume that we buy it in, and so then it'll be how often do we have to push it around and that sort of thing. So.
All right. So, anything you want to say to people out there? And this whole project took how long?
So we're on 30 days, and we're going to be wrapping up. So it took about a month, and then there's going to be the sand template. That's probably another week, and then of course the ongoing aspect of that. But these guys, JB at Fish Tech and his crew, did an amazing job. We were lucky to have them. I don't think we could have done it without them. And so we're just delighted that we got it in. SBPF, it's all privately funded, as you know, so it's great that they stepped up to the plate here and helped us save Baxter Road, or at least the most threatened area for now. Stabilizing the toe of the bluff from below, maintaining it the way the SBPF is talking about doing it, which you hear people talk about tubes and revetments and all of that and adverse impact, and but nobody's done it the way that SBPF is talking about doing it, maintaining it annually and investing in the maintenance and the sand nourishment and all of that.
No one has done this.
In this manner. It's just not part of the standard geotube installation or revetment installation. So, it's not apples to apples when you look at all these case studies. So I think what they're doing here is new. It's innovative, and I think it's going to be effective.
Okay. Well, thanks for inviting us out, Jamie.
My pleasure. Good to have you here.